Now let's talk Brock Purdy. This was one of Brock Purdy's worst playoff games objectively. Like, I'm just looking at his numbers. What did Brock Purdy do in this game? 18 to 31, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 9 carries for 24 yards. It's not great. So he was a big reason the game was close. This was when he threw the second pick, I said he's playing like Jimmy Garoppolo. And when Kyle Shanahan called that pass for Juwan Jennings, maybe Kyle Shanahan was thinking the same thing. But I I want to give Brock Purdy some serious credit. I'm not the biggest Brock Purdy fan. I'm the Brock Purdy skeptic. I'm the resident Brock Purdy skeptic. And I feel like I'm justified when he throws picks like he did in this game. But you got to give him credit. When the game's tight at the end and the Niners need a drive, even if their offense has been booty cheeks the whole game, don't you have confidence that Brock's going to lead him down the field? I know I do. And I feel like there are two kinds of quarterbacks in the NFL. There's the kind of quarterback in that scenario that you feel confident in, and there's the kind of quarterback you don't. In that particular scenario, like last night, Packers, Bears. I've watched enough of the Bears this year that when they're in that scenario, I do have confidence in Caleb Williams. He's still a little rough around the edges. He manages to miss passes from like clean pockets, wide open receivers from clean pockets, and then make some of the most difficult throws outside of the pocket under pressure, pinpoint throws. But all I know is that he's a freaking savage and he's a competitor. And with the game on the line, you're going to get the best. He's bringing the Bears down the field. Jordan Love is not. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. He's good on play action. He's good when the game script has him ahead. But if the game isn't over by 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, he's going to do something that looks awful. He had no confidence on that final drive, but enough for them. I just feel like the same thing applies to this game. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts has a better resume in his career than Brock Purdy. And if one of those guys is closer to Canton, it would probably be Hurts. He finished second in the MVP voting. Brock finished fourth. Hurts won a Super Bowl. Been to 2. Brock's been to 1, lost it. So all credit to Jalen Hurts. He's a good quarterback. But with the game on the line, did you have any confidence that he was going to move the ball down the field? Now, maybe if he had a better play caller, maybe if he still had Kellen Moore, he would have. I don't know. But it was obvious he wasn't going to move the ball down the field. He's just not that kind of quarterback. Brock is. Brock's that kind of quarterback. Caleb Williams is that kind of quarterback. Is Darnold that kind of quarterback? He's had his moments, but I would say no. The quarterbacks who can do that in the NFC are Brock, Stafford, and Caleb. And it's really nice to have a quarterback who can do that. Maybe the Niners have 2 quarterbacks who can do it. I was getting ready to say some slick stuff about Mac. If the Niners had lost this game and Brock threw 2 picks and he didn't lead that drive at the end, can you imagine what the stuff I would have said for the next 9 months? I mean, I shudder to think, but it didn't happen, and so I didn't say it. I don't look. I might be the biggest Mac Jones fan in the world. I don't think that he would have done any better. He might have done worse. That last touchdown, I don't think he would have thrown those picks. Maybe he would have. But that last touchdown pass to Christian McCaffrey, the way that Brock Purdy set it up, it was late in his progression. He had to climb the pocket, look from right to left. I mean, that's such a Brock Purdy play. How many quarterbacks in the league make that play that way? I'm glazing Brock Purdy a little too much right now. But he just did win a very impressive playoff game. He has a little Mahomes in him. Is that too much? The clutchness, the ability to flush 3.5 bad quarters, the ability to run away from athletes who are bigger and faster than him, and you can't explain it? Now, Mahomes, future Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl winner. 2-time Super Bowl winner? 3-time Super Bowl winner. Excuse me. Purdy has a long way to go, but in terms of play style, clutchness, who else would you compare him to? I don't know. So look, he did a great job. His numbers weren't great. His quarterback rating was 80. I didn't think he was going to do that much better against the Eagles. That's a really good pass defense. Let's see what he does next week against Seattle, because we saw last time. He's faced him twice, 17 points, 3 points. See, I don't know that 17 points will get it done. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. But yeah, I was getting ready to write off Brock Purdy, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad it didn't come to that, because it's a lot of fun to watch. And it's another playoff game he's won. Would you say they won in spite of him? I don't think so. Not with the play he made at the end.